that I am live. Hopefully a little bit more successful than the previous live stream I had, what, 7 o'clock tonight or something. The issue earlier was, there we go, that's maybe a little bit better. The issue earlier was I went to go pick up Zach and the sun was setting, so there was just nothing I could do. In fact, it was so cloudy, we couldn't see anything. I couldn't even see myself in the camera. So be on thy way. Anyways, I said I would come back on tonight, and yeah, I mean, bit of a laugh and so on. So I received my glasses in the mail. I should have brought one, and that's the path the the eclipse will follow. So according to some website I saw, we're expecting 80% coverage. So even though we'll see a slither of the sun, for the most part it'll be dark. I'm kind of looking forward to it. So that is, I think, if I remember correctly, that's Monday the 8th. So round the corner, really. I thought I'd, after a long hard day, I thought I'd have one of these, maybe 2 of these. Oh my goodness, if I have 2 of these, I'll sleep like a baby tonight. So let's see if it works with moonshine as well. No, I don't think it works. Oh, there we go. Seal, consider yourself broken. Oh, jeez. Of course I'm going to spell. So there was a comment today on my Ayrton Senna comment. I think I spoke about it last night, where I said I haven't watched Formula One since Ayrton Senna died, and that is a 100% true statement. My brother-in-law tried to get me back into Formula One after his passing, after Senna passed away. And Michael Schumacher was big at the time, and everybody was just basically so in awe of Michael Schumacher. And I remember in 91, I may stand corrected on this, but if I remember correctly, it was 90 or 91, I watched Ayrton Senna race against Michael Schumacher in South Africa in the Formula One. I think it was the first Grand Prix of the year, and it was well, Michael Schumacher was passed like he was standing still. I remember at the time there was this huge debate, because a lot of his victories was because of Ross Brawn, who was at the time with Benetton, if I remember correctly. Somebody will correct me if I'm incorrect. You have to also understand, this is a solid 30 years back, so I'm very comfortable with the idea that I'm maybe almost 34 years back. So I'm very comfortable with the fact that I may be a little bit off. So, but this was 1991. And then he became really good, really famous. But there's this huge debate, or there was this huge debate, how much of it was technology versus driver. And they were called back then driver aids for a reason. Because driver aids, at some stage, they tried to ban it. I'll give you an example. Traction control. That was banned at one stage. Now, I I don't really care about it, whether it's allowed or not. But I was 100% against driver aids for one versus the other. Now, here I may also stand to be corrected. I think in '92, the Suzuka Grand Prix, Ayrton Senna, Alain Prost, all Alain Prost had to do was prevent Ayrton Senna from winning or finish the race. I forget exactly what it was. So all he had to do was prevent Ayrton from completing the race or winning, and he would get the world championship. And there was a comment, and that's what I want to highlight. And what he did was he closed the door on Ayrton Senna as they went into the first corner, if I remember correctly. Took him out of the race. He went off into the sand and was beached. Ayrton was not. He lost his front cone, but he then continued racing. When Alain Prost heard that Ayrton was continuing racing, so in other words, all he had to do was get to the pits, get a new nose cone fitted with McLaren at that stage, and then continue the race, and he would become world champion. Alain Prost ran to the Frenchman who was the head of what was it, FIA? I forget what it was called, the governing body of Formula One at the time. Went there, ran to him, and got Ayrton Senna disqualified. And they disqualified him because Ayrton took this much of a he went through a little drive-through area, and they disqualified him over it. So for that reason, even though I'm pretty sure before Ayrton passed away, the great Brazilian driver, even though I'm pretty sure they had made their peace, and I think if I remember correctly, Alain, he was one of the casket carriers or whatever bearers of Ayrton. Even though that happened, so I take it Ayrton and Alain Prost made their peace. Me personally, I have nothing to do with Alain Prost. I'm not angry at him. I never want to watch one of his races. That girl. Okay. Hello. How are you? Hope you had a wonderful Wednesday. I'm talking Formula One stuff. It's massively boring. I promise you I'll change the subject in a minute. But this was in response to a comment on my live stream last night. So one of the things that I wanted to say was, yes, I agree with the comment 100%, except the fantastic. I have definitely had a interesting day. How's that for a very descriptive answer? But yeah, absolutely. So yeah, this is just in response to a comment from last night's video, and yeah, it's normally a lot of fun. But anyways, I hope you don't mind. I'm having a one of these. It's really fantastic. My day was okay. Well, I'm happy to hear it was okay. If you had said it was terrible, I'd be worried, but I'm very happy it was okay. I'll say cheers to that, and I hope your day just gets better, or your evening gets better, and hopefully as we get closer to the weekend, I hope your days just get better. Even though this weekend, appreciate it, thank you, mate. even though this weekend for us, it's going to be a little bit, I don't want to say it's going to be cold, but it's going to be chilly. So we've had these days where it was in the 70s and 80s, and now it's going to plummet, just outright plummet into the, well, you did say cheers. Cheers, mate. Oh, that's, wow, that's good. Kettlinburg, Tennessee. I need to go visit it. Anyways, so we're expecting temperatures to drop in the like high 30s, early 40s, and during the day it's going to be somewhere in the, I think, 50s over the weekend. So it's no ways I'm going outside, not after the 70s and 80s, and then you're back in the sub spring weather. It's not going to happen. I'm just going to take it easy this weekend. Might do some painting in the house to everybody's surprise. But yeah, it's normally a lot of fun. The other night I was reading out of this book, which was, I reckon it was more fun for me than anybody else, and I properly enjoyed it. I did say I would prepare a couple of jokes one night, but tonight is not that night. I reckon Friday night, that's a good night for a couple of jokes, a bit of a laugh. So today being Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday. Tomorrow, if you guys have Peacock, the new episode for Resident Alien comes out, and it's a little bit darker humor, but it's apocalyptically funny. It's hilarious, and it's just absolutely something I properly enjoyed. But so I'm kind of excited about it. I know for a fact I'm not going to watch it tomorrow during the day. I'm normally on a Thursday in the office, so but Thursday evening we'll see if my little boy works again. We shall see. But yeah, that's normally the case for me, to watch it on a Thursday evening. But it is possibly at the moment my favorite show, and I enjoy it by far. So I don't know, are you planning on following the eclipse? I think it's next Monday, isn't it? What's the 8th? That's Monday, isn't it? I bought my glasses, and I bought a couple of things to record it and so on. But this is definitely going to be fun. I'm so happy they arrived today rather than after the eclipse. Then it would be pretty useless in my opinion. But yeah, that's going to be fun. I bought enough so the kids could all have glasses, and I could have one of those big rings for one of the cameras, and yeah, it's gonna be good fun, I reckon. I think it's on Monday, isn't it? So what's today? Today's the 3rd. That's Wednesday. 4th, 5th. That's Friday. Saturday, 6th. Sunday, 7th. Monday. Yeah, it's the 8th. So that was a scary trip down a thought lane, shall we say. But anyways, I reckon that would possibly be the most streamed event in 2024, and I would be very comfortable if I'm completely wrong on this one. Totally, utterly, and completely, because my theory is if it gets streamed astronomically on Monday, if it's streamed on Monday astronomically, I have no idea what the servers would look like. One, because obviously there'll be a lot of people online and sharing it. That's the first thing. The next thing is, what in the year of 2024 would even come close to the eclipse? I can't think of anything. Any ideas? I can't think of anything. What would people want to stream? I doubt there's anything. Possibly a car show or two, but that's a couple of hundred people. That's not like millions of people being dragged into this utter pit called the eclipse. Just saying, it should be fun. But anyways, we'll see. I need to go visit Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Seriously. Pedro, mate, I have no idea what that is. I appreciate your comment. With the moons. Thank you. So I did so there was a 5-year, possibly 5 years worth of photos that I took, and it's like hundreds and hundreds of them, and I printed probably about 40 or 50 variations of the moon, and these are two. And the reason why I have these two here is because they're complete polar opposites of one another. So, but yeah, it was me looking like a complete idiot. Hey Daniel, how you mate? Hope you had a wonderful Wednesday, by the way, and thanks for joining. So yeah, this was me standing with this big lens, trying to hold the camera and the lens, and it was quite heavy. But standing there and taking pictures of the moon, it wasn't every day. It was like once a month, and sometimes the lunar cycle didn't match up to my schedule. That's why something I would have taken most people, oh goodness, probably 6 months to a year, it took me 5 years. But yeah, I have this weird opinion on these topics, where if it's not fun anymore, I stop doing it. So so that's why I just, like, you know, I'm not in the mood to go out tonight. I'm not in the mood to go take a couple of pictures. No, it's snowing. No, I'm not in the mood. So I whenever it didn't suit me, I didn't take any pictures. But yeah, that's it. Yeah, this was a fun project. This was probably about 40, 50 photos that I took over a lengthy period, and it was great fun. Quite a few of them were taken from the beach, and yeah, those long exposures, those were all taken with a tripod. But these quick snapshots, they were all fine. But anyways, thank you for that. I need to actually replace these at some stage. I do have some photos here somewhere in a box that I need to put up there. But yeah, so yeah, I do enjoy a little bit of photography. It's always good fun. One question: how are you? Oh, so I'm in the US. I am in a lovely state, North Carolina state. Yeah, North Carolina city. I'm in Greensboro area. Yeah, close to geez, nothing much. really out in the sticks. But anyways, yeah. But yeah, that's me. It's always fun. I've had a couple of people on, within this week that were from Georgia. I've had one or two Floridians here, and so on. I do not mean to pry. Where are you from? Oh, this is good. I can say this with 100% confidence. Tonight I'm sleeping like a baby. But anyways, so my wife said she wants us to not travel to the beach this year. She wants us, well, she probably has a beach trip planned, but she wants us to travel all the way up basically to Ohio. And I'm not particularly 100% sure that's going to happen. We'll see, but that's all the way almost Kentucky. So I'll see if I can't swing by Gatlinburg, Tennessee, if that's in any way within 100 miles from where we'll be traveling. But yeah, that would be an interesting trip, because I would definitely come back with a case of these. It's that good. So anyways, yeah. Otherwise, life is good. It's been super peaceful. Yeah, and I'm looking forward to the solar eclipse. I mean, that's literally the excitement I'm expected to have. But yeah, I'm gonna be one of those guys with a big camera and lens and pointing it up at the sky with one of these little diffuser thingies on it, to see if I can't salvage a couple of photos of the solar eclipse. So, but anyways, that's my plan. It may actually take a couple of hours on Monday. That's not a bad idea. Now I think about it, we shall see. Anyways, I was on earlier tonight. Like I explained, the sun was setting, was super cloudy, so yeah, that stream did not last very long, but it was kind of expected. So I reckon I'm gonna call this one. I'm gonna let this one go. So with that, I'm gonna say thank you so much for joining. Great conversation as always, and I'll say have a fantastic evening. Cheers, take care.